has made virtually all aspects of our life very easy. And there is no aspect of our life that we don't use computer. We actually highlighted those major areas that we use the computer. Morenike, the class have started and stop chatting. Listen and listen attentively. The class have started, so no chatting, no disturbance, okay? Now, I said we use the computer in virtually all the aspects of our life, and computer has actually made our life easy. And I also remember I told us that computer is more than our laptop, our palm top, or our desktop. From the definition of computer, we said computer is any electronic machine that accepts data, process it, and give us information. So all those things that we use to make life easy for man, so far they are electronic, they accept data, they process and give us information. They refer to them as computer. And we equally mentioned that we have various areas or major areas where we use computer. In education, we mentioned education, we mentioned medicine or medical aspect, we mentioned public places, we mentioned businesses, we mentioned banks, we mentioned military, and so on and so forth. So that's just a recap on the application of computer in our day-to-day activities. Today, God willing, we'll be looking at a computer mouse. We'll be looking at computer mouse. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen now, then we move directly. Tariq, what's the problem? I was trying to check on all of you, so let's move. Our topic today, like I said, is a computer mouse. So, our topic is computer mouse. If you look at the picture, we are all familiar with this. There is a mouse, and the plural for mouse, like we all know in our English, is actually mice. So, what is a mouse? A mouse is an external computer hardware. Just like any other hardware, we say they are the physical components of the computer. Or in our primary school definition, we said hardware are those things that we can see and we can actually touch. But just like all other hardware, computer is a physical component, meaning that we can see it and we can touch it. Okay, even though we have various designs for computer and for mouse, that at least we have seen. This is a typical picture of a mouse. And we said that a mouse is an external computer hardware device. Yes, it belongs really to the input device or pointing device. A computer, a mouse or a computer mouse can be regarded as an input device. And we can also refer to it as a pointing device. The reason why we are categorized as a pointing device because it allows us to control the motion of a computer cursor. The computer cursor is that arrow that you always see on your computer when you are using it. So we say that a mouse allows us to control the motion of a computer cursor. That is why we refer to it as a pointing device. And it can also be an input device because it gives, like all other input device, they give instructions to the computer. So it also selects objects on the screen by moving and clicking the device. So these are what a mouse does. During the 1980s, of course, historically, computer mice became the dominant way for people to interface with personal computer. After testing with various devices, showed it to be the most convenient and simple to use. Before 1980, what people use is the computer keyboard. The mouse was actually not invented, but now we use mouse because it's very, very convenient to be used, especially when there was no touch screen or touch pad then. So the advent of a mouse in the 80s made the use of browsing of computer very easy. The mouse works on the basic principle that the movement of the device is translated into the movement of the cursor on the screen. So if you want to move your cursor, that's the arrow on your screen, what you need to do is that you start moving your mouse. So let me say that again, that a computer mouse is an external computer device that is used to control the motion of a computer cursor. And you must know that it is an input device, and we can also categorize it as a pointing device. So who invented the computer mouse? That is Douglas Engelbart. And the mouse that he made was actually made of wood. That's the pictorial view of that mouse. And he did that in 1968, but it's not widely used. People use the keyboard to access the computer. Now, okay, the mouse can work virtually on all the programs, depending on what you are using it for. Okay. So, what are the mouse description? This is what we have here. Look at the mouse, a typical mouse. We have this. A typical mouse, we have this. We have the right button. A typical mouse, we have the circled that you see there. A typical mouse must have a right button. I'm coming. Okay. A typical mouse must have two buttons, the scroll wheel, and the wire. Although you may have different designs like the one I have here, but a typical mouse looks like a mouse. Most of the time in that shape, then you must have two buttons, the left button and the right button, and the scroll wheel. So as to, although it is those recent designs that have scroll wheel, the one we have in those days don't actually have a scroll wheel, but majority of the one you see now, they have the scroll wheel in the middle. This is how a typical mouse looks like. It must have the right button, it must have the left button, it must have the mouse wire and the scroll wheel. Irrespective of design that they put there, it must have all this one. You can see various designs of mouse you will see the wire, you will see the right button, the left button, and that's the cable, or we call it the mouse wire, that we use it to connect to the device we want to use. Although we have some of them that are wireless, but typically a mouse must have the right button, the left button, the scroll wheel, and the wire. Computer mouse or computer mice, that's the plural of mice, come in many shapes and sizes, but are designed to fit either the left hand or the right hand. Except someone is a left-hand user, the most convenient hand to use for mouse is always the right hand. So the left button will serve for the left click, the right button will serve as the right click, and the scroll button will use it to scroll up and down the screen for easy movement. So types of mice now. Basically, for our level, we have 3 types of mice. Don't forget, I said the plural of mouse is mice. And mouse actually got its name from that mouse that we know. That's those small rats, mouse, that we know. Because when it was actually first invented, history recorded that someone was in the lab with Douglas that said that, how does this thing look like a mouse? Then they used it to name it. So when I say mice, I mean the plural. There are 3 basic types of mice that we have for level. We have the mechanical, we have the optical, and we have the optomechanical. Let me say that again. We have 3 types of mice: mechanical, optical, and optomechanical. The mechanical one has a rubber or a metal ball on its underside. When you open it, you will see under it a ball that is functioning with it like this. This is a typical mechanical mouse. A mechanical mouse is a computer hardware input device comprised of a metal or a rubber ball in its underside. If you turn over your mouse and you see an enclosure there that you can open, and you see a ball under it, then that mouse you are using is mechanical. It's a mechanical mouse. Moving the mouse causes the ball to roll because it's the roll that is getting the signal. It makes it to roll, and sensor inside the mouse detect the movement of the ball and consequently send signal to the cursor on the screen. So for a mechanical mouse, you will see that the ball is the one that will be rolling under, as you are using your mouse to rub the surface, the rough surface, either with the mouse pad, most especially so as to protect the ball. This one is always good that you use a mouse pad if you are using mechanical mouse to avoid it being dusty. So when you scroll the mouse on the mouse pad, the ball, because of that, will be moving, will be rolling under. And if you go to the sensor, the sensor inside the mouse will now detect the movement of the ball and consequently send signal to the cursor on the screen. So this is a typical mechanical mouse. The other option is the optical mouse. This is one that is widely in use now. Mechanical mouse is actually going out of use. So it's only a few people that will know about the mechanical mouse. So the optical mouse is the one that is in use now. It uses a lens. If you are using it, you will see that the light is reflecting. Movement is sent by sensing charges in reflected light. You understand? So as it's reflecting, it's going to detect the signal on the screen and translate what you want to do to the screen from your mouse. An optical mouse is a computer point device that uses light emitting diode, an optical sensor, and digital processing and digital signal processing. This one doesn't have mouse board, like we said, and electromechanical transducers. So it's using that optical sensor to detect the movement of the cursor on the screen. And the third one that we mentioned is optomechanical. It is using the technology of the optical and mechanical. That's why you are opto from the optical and mechanical. So optomechanical mouse. These are the basically the three types of mouse that we have for our level. However, technology have increased that we have some other mouse. I will just mention them for your knowledge sake. But at your level, you're supposed to know that we have mechanical mouse, optical mouse, and optomechanical mouse. But now that technology is improving, we have other mouse. We have the wireless mouse. The wireless mouse can be mechanical, it can be optical in its signal design. But this one, it doesn't have wire. That's the only difference. You just put a signal to your mouth and to your computer in the form of a USB chip, then you can operate it. The mouse without wire, of course, is called wireless mouse or cordless mouse. Most wireless mouse use radio frequency. They're going to communicate information to the computer. So that's the, and you can have wireless mouse now. Then we have G-stick mouse. This looks like a light pen or stylus. You understand? But it's also a mouse. They look like a pencil, yes. Just place this in your pocket and use it to control your mouse. So basically, like I said, we have three types of mouse. We have mechanical, optical, and optomechanical. So let's see how we use the mouse. We're going to start using the mouse now. If you want to use the mouse, like I said, from the design, let me go back to the design. Okay, these are the pictures of various mice that we have. This is a picture of a mechanical mouse with bus under, optical, wireless, trackball, G-stick. Okay, so I'm going to send your pictures to you. Yes, looking at the description of the mouse here, we have the left button, we have the right button, we have the scroll wheel, and like I said, we have the mouse wire. So using the mouse now, you are going to familiarize yourself with these parts of the mouse. Now that we know that a mouse is an input device or a pointing device. So using it, holding the mouse down, how do you use it? The first thing is that you use your right hand or you use left hand to hold it, and you use 3 of your hands. So you assume that your index finger, based on where you are placing, will be placed on the left button, and the next one, the middle finger, will be placed on the right button. So when you hear the left button, you use it to click. The right button, you use it to right click. So let me go back to that slide and you'll see what I mean. The first thing, using the computer, if you hear an instruction saying that click on the computer, clicking on the computer means that you are pressing the button. You are doing what? You are pressing the button. And when you press the button, you press it and release your hand. Except you want to do that, that's when you press it down. If you want to click, you press and release your hand. And if the instruction says click, then what that is simply saying is that you should left click. Left click means that press the left button. However, for that instruction, you will not be given the instruction to, you will not hear left click. So when you see any instruction that say click on so, what that instruction is telling you is that you should left click. If you want you to do the other way around, that's to right click, it's going to tell you that, oh yeah, right click or double click. But if the instruction says that click on your computer, what you must put in your memory is that the instruction is saying that you should left click. That's why I wrote here clicking, or also known as left clicking. So if you hear click on your computer, what it means is that you should do what? You should left click. And most times, except for other functions, we left click on our computer. So the first use of the computer you must know is to click. So if I say click your computer or click on so, what I'm simply telling you is that you should left click. Okay? So to left click is the first one. So other things you can do there is to double click, to right click, and to drag to highlight. Let's look at that. Okay? I have the picture of the mouse here. If you are holding it, the left button is for left clicking. But I will not, anytime I want you to click or to left click, I will not say left click. I will just say, oh yeah, click. So when you see the instruction click, what that one means is that you should left click. Left click means that press the left button once. Press once and release your hand. That's the meaning of left click. That's the meaning of click. Press the left button down, bam, and release your hand. So don't injure the mouse. Don't press it too hard. Don't press it too much. Just press it. By the time you hear it, you will hear the sound when it clicks. You will hear that sound like click mark. Okay? So when I say left click or when I say click, what I'm referring to is that you should do what? Press the left button. So moving to right click now. Now, if I want you now to press the left button, the right button, then I will say right click. That instruction will be specific. We will now say right click. Right click means that press the right button once. And most times we use right click to bring out further information from the mouse, if you have an icon, you right click on it, it's most likely going to give you a drop down menu or give you further instruction or further information about that thing that you have clicked on. So let me say it again. To click means to left click. Press the left button once and you will hear the sound. Then, if I want you to right click, I will be specific. I will not just say click. I will now say right click on the mouse. And we say that right clicking is a function that many people don't even know about. Right clicking in various places gives shortcut to common tasks. Yes, place the item on your agenda gently. Like I said, take the right mouse button one time. That's to right click. Also to click, to left click, press it one time. The moment you hear the sound, you will see that it has clicked. So you get it right. Click, left, that means left click. Right click means press the right button. Click means press the left button once. Is that clear? Okay. Then to double click, we have mentioned left click, which is click. We have mentioned right click. Then we are going to double click. To double click means that you are pressing the left button twice. And that twice must be in quick succession. it must be what? In quick succession. If you waste time to double click, what you have done is that you have not double clicked, but you have left click twice. It's different from double clicking. To click the left button twice is different from to double click. So most times we use double click to open program, especially on computers, especially on desktop, laptop. If it's our phone or so, a mere pressing it once will open the program for us. But if you are opening program that are icon on desktop or laptop, then you are going to press the left button. Now, when you say double click, it means that you press the left button. You know, to click is to press the left button once, but to double click is to press the left button twice in quick succession. You must know that. You must press it in quick succession. So you place the mouse, when you want to double click, you place the mouse over the computer program that you wish to open, click the left button, the left mouse button 2 times in a row. Do this fairly quickly, but relax. Often when people are tense or try to click too quickly, they move the mouse pointer away from the program. So you need to relax, but when you are clicking, you click in quick succession. Is that clear? Okay, so we mentioned click, which is to left click. We mentioned right click, and then we mentioned double click. The next one is to use the mouse to drag. Dragging on the computer allows us, if you want to move one item or one icon from one place to another, or one item from one place to another. You can also use dragging to highlight. Highlighting means to select, depending on the program where you are using it. So to drag on the computer now, you click on your left button, you press it down. You press the left button down without removing your hands. Then you drag your mouse over. You drag it over without releasing your hand from the left button. The moment you release your hand from the left button, you stop dragging. Am I making sense? So, to drag means press your left button down and drag your mouse over and go and drop to that place exactly where you want to put it. So I put it here. If you want to use dragging to move items around, put your mouse on the item that you wish to move, click the mouse button and hold it down. That's the left button. Like I just explained, press it down, drag the icon or the window to the new location, then you release your hand. The moment you release it, it's going to drop that icon, it's going to drop that program, it's going to drop that window exactly exactly the place that you release your hand. You know, it's like when you are playing with your friend and you want to drag them. You have to hold that person tight and you pull to yourself. So that is a dragging down. The moment you release your hand, then the person stops. You can't drag that particular person again. The same thing for the mouse too. If you want to use it to drag, you press it down and you move it around. And if it is that you want to use dragging to highlight, yes, you place your cursor at the beginning of the text, you press it down like we do, then you drag your mouse over like you do when you want to highlight a particular program, or you want to copy, you want to cut, You want to, so what you do is that you place your cursor at the beginning of where you actually wanted to highlight, press down the left button, then drag it over. By the time you drag it over, it's going to highlight that text for you. So other things we use the mouse for, and the different symbol that a mouse can give you. If you see it as a black arrow like this, that's the normal pointer, or sometimes white arrow. If you see your cursor as hand, that means that that place is clickable. There is a link that you can click, and most times it's going to give you like a blue color, depending on the color the person used anyway. But most times it's used to be like a blue color. So at that time, your cursor changes to end. So if it is to select items, especially when you are typing, this is how your cursor looks like. So when you see all those ones, they are normal for a mouse. The arrow, the black arrow, is the normal pointer. When it turns to a hand, it shows that that place is clickable. You can actually click to link that particular place, maybe to another document, email, website, and so on and so forth. Then select text, you see the pointer in this way. If you see your pointer, either a ring rolling or something like an hour clock changing itself over and over, it means that the computer is busy doing other things. It's trying to process what you have clicked. Sometimes you see it is like Zoom now. It adopts that rolling type, especially when you are waiting for host to commence meeting or you are connecting. You will see that ring rolling, and so it shows that that thing is processing is still your cursor, but at that time it's telling you that it's undergoing a process. Or other times you see it as the hour clock. That symbol that you see is called hour clock. It should be turning itself over like the hour clock or sun clock. Some people call it sun hour clock. Some people call it hour clock. That it works in that way. Then if your cursor is like this, showing something like a cross, then it shows that you can move, that change a face, that you can use it to drag something from a document, a icon, whatever, from one place to another. If it's showing arrow, like two-faced arrow like this, then it means that you have the opportunity to resize what you are doing. So with that, we come to the end of today's class. Let me quickly recap that a mouse, they are computer input device, or to say they are pointing device. And I remember I told us that before the advent of the mouse, we use virtually the keyboard to control the cursor on the computer. But now that we have mouse, it's very easy for us. So even though mouse can come in different design, and it was invented in 1968 by the person called Douglas C. Engelbart. And the first mouse was actually made of wood. We have for our description of mouse, we have the left button, the right button, the scroll wheel, and the mouse wire. Basically, for our level, we have three types of mice. We have the mechanical, we have the mechanical mouse, we have the optical mouse, and we have the optomechanical. Even though technology have designed more mice for us, we have the G-stick, we have the wireless, we have the trackball that we use. The mechanical mouse has ball, optical mouse uses lens sensor, and optomechanical use the combination of both optical and mechanical mouse. And using the mouse, we can use the mouse to click, which is left click. We can use the mouse We can use the mouse to click, which is left click, pressing on the left button. We can use the mouse to right click, which is pressing the right button once. We can use it to double click, which is pressing the left button twice in quick succession. Then we can also use the mouse to drag. And I equally show you many aspects that we can see our cursor on. So it's time for questions now. Any question? Okay. Fabian, I can see you are raising up your hand. So unmute yourself and ask your question now.
Sir, please can you explain optical mouse and mechanical mouse?
Yes, optical mouse, unlike mechanical mouse, uses lens. Yes, it uses lens in form of a light emitting diode to receive a signal from the sensor, then it uses that to communicate to your cursor on the computer. Unlike mechanical mouse that uses bulb, optical mouse uses lens in form of a light emitting diode. And I say that mechanical mouse are virtually normal in use, especially in Nigeria. What we use mostly now is the optical mouse. And I said optomechanical. Made is using the combination of technology of the optical and the mechanical. In its design, it actually looks like a mechanical mouse, but it has a light emitting diode also, together with the bulb that receives signal that now communicate to the cursor on the computer. Is that clear? Fabian, are you okay? Ismail Badmos, Tariq, you can now ask your question. Ismail Badmos, unmute yourself and ask your question. Oh, Fabian, sorry, I just saw your message that I'm too fast. Sorry about that, I'm considering time. Okay, Adekitan colleague, I will send the WhatsApp group here now, so you can join through the group. So, any question? So, to everyone, for those of you that mistakenly left the WhatsApp group, that's the link that I just posted. Call it, take note of that, and use it to join the group again. Okay, AK or Eke, sorry if I didn't pronounce your name very well. You can unmute now and ask your question.
What is the difference between that optic mechanical this thing and the optical mouse and the mechanical mouse? What?
You mean, we have three. We have mechanical mouse. That one uses ball. Underneath it, you will see ball. Okay? Optical uses lens. Then optomechanical uses both. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Are you clear?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Fabian, you still want to say something? You are still raising up your hand. Okay. Any other question? Okay. Morenike, I can see that you just raised up your hand. Now, unmute yourself and ask your question. You want to call the class today. Morenike, ask your question.
Sir, please, can you go back to how to use the uses of the mouse? Please, can you go back to that, please? The use of the mouse.
Okay, using the mouse, like I
How
said.
to use the mouse?
Yes, using the mouse now. When you hear click, if the instructions say click, no, I'm still going to send the slide to you on the WhatsApp group. But just listen to the explanation now. If you hear click, what that instruction is telling you is that you should left click. And to left click means that press the left button once. That's the first use. If you say right click, if I want you to right click, I will be specific about the side. If I just want you to left click, I will not say left click, I will just say click. Okay? But if I want you to right click, I will say right click. So if you hear somebody giving you instruction say click, what that person is telling you is that you should left click. And to left click means that press the left button. And the moment you press it once, you are going to hear that click sound. Okay? So to right click, you are going to press the right button once. Then to double click, you are going to press the left button twice in quick succession. Also to drag. To drag, we use it for two functions. Either to move an icon from one place to another on your computer. On that one, you locate the icon, the program, the whatever you want to move. You click it down. That means you press your left button down without removing your hand. Then you drag the mouse on the surface that you have been dragging it. So if you are satisfied with where you are, then all you need to know is just to remove your hand. That thing will drop there. If you want to use it to hide, if you want to use drag to highlight, you start from the first page of document or down, wherever you want to start, either from up or from down. You understand? By the time you click it down, then you move, you drag your cursor over. It's going to highlight. So those are the functions. But I'm still going to send the slide to you.
Okay,
sir. Are you clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is there anything you still want to ask?
Okay, sir.
Ismail Badmus Tariq, you are still raising up your hand. Ismail Badmus Tariq, you are still raising up your hand. Unmute yourself and ask your question. Our time is up. So be fast with your question, please. Ismail Badmus Tariq. Yes, I'm listening. Okay. You are not asking questions. So if you have any question, I've unmuted you
Hello,
now.
sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Right, you can
anytime I check the WhatsApp group, I will not see any assignments there. I always check there. There's no assignment.
No, most time they post assignment on Edmundo.
And I check there too.
Edmundo.
No, you will see assignment. Maybe you want to see that you did not see assignment for computer. Is that what you want to say?
No, sir.
All other subjects, no, there are always assignments there. You check your Edmundo very well. You place assignment on Edmundo. Good morning, Aisha.